Dear farmers, and especially the farmers of Northeast India, this is Fredericton Langbang, and I am a farmer too. Today I want to share this very important message with you. Let's not beat about the bush. Let's go straight into that message. Actually, it's a message that I want you to grow one very special kind of crop, one very special kind of plant. This plant is called Azolla in English. You may call it with different names locally. Here are the plants. You can see that these are Azolla plants. Dear farmers, Azolla is a plant. Actually, it's a fern. It is a fern that floats on the surface of water. This fern can multiply very rapidly, that in a short span of time it can produce a large quantity of biomass in comparison to other kind of plants that you grow in the same area. Say for instance, in my case, this 1 square meter pond will produce me some fodder for my poultry in just a few days from now. I had planted these Azolla plants last week and they are reproducing vigorously here. You can see that their numbers are very numerous right now. In about a week's time, I think it's about time that I can harvest them. So let's see how I am cultivating my Azolla plants. See how I am arranging these bricks. The bricks are arranged in such a way that they do have some interlocks between them, and I'm arranging them in the form of a square. You may arrange them in whatever form you may like. You may arrange them in the form of rectangle or whatever you may like. After arranging the bricks, I am making sure that the ground is level. In my case, it's a cement slab. That's why I don't need to worry much about that. After making the level properly flat, you need to make sure that the level is such that when you pour water, there is uniformity on the pressure of the water on all sides of the pond. Otherwise, your pond might overflow and it will bring you some difficulty in dealing with that. I don't think that you want that to happen. After that, I am covering the floor with this plastic sheet up to the rim of the bricks. One important thing, dear farmers, you have to make sure that your water level is not too deep. In my case, it's about 5 to 5.5 inches. You can see here. Why? It is because I am living in a hilly area. Hence, it's very difficult for the sun to heat all the water up to the bottom of the pond. In hot areas, you may let the depth of the water, you may increase the depth of the water to about 7, 8 or up to even 9 inches. But out here, if you let the depth of the water increases, the productivity of the plants will decrease simultaneously. Why? It is because of the plants need warmth from the sun. After adding the plastic bags, I am taking a fertile soil, or you may take a highly decomposed cow manure or cow dung or some other kind of manure such as pig manure or goat manure. But one important thing is that you must let these manure decompose very well, otherwise the undecomposed manure will float on the surface of the water and your plants will have some troubled times growing. Dear farmers, why do I grow Azolla? Or why should you grow Azolla? Azolla is a fern that is very rich in nutrients such as proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, and even water. Today is the 13th of February 2021. It's very dry in my area, and you will see that your cattle, your chickens, or your fishes are finding a very hard time to get the required amount of foods that they actually are supposed to get. Hence, by cultivating Azolla, it can mature in about 2 or 3 weeks during winter time. You may harvest the Azolla to feed your cattle or your animals with. One important thing is that during summer, Azolla plants mature much more earlier than winter time because of the temperature differences. You see, after adding the manure, I am pouring in water into the small pond. After that, take some Azolla plants from your old pond and put them into the new pond. Put them directly into the new pond. It's just a matter of waiting game. You only have to wait, and your plants will do the work for themselves. Another important thing as to why I feed Azolla, or why a farmer should feed Azolla to his livestock or to his animals, it's because Azolla is very easy to digest for the guts of the animals. All the nutrients can be derived easily by the guts of the animals because this plant is highly digestible. Dear farmers, if you need to know how do I fertilize my Azolla pond with some organic manure, with some natural manure. Actually it's not a manure, it's fertilizers, though they may be natural. Let's go and see here. You can see here that these small lumps are rock phosphates salts. These rock phosphate salts can be added directly into the pond. Rock phosphates are very rich in phosphorus. You may see here that some of the plants are reddish, brownish, greenish in color. The reddish or brownish part of the plant is mainly because they are absorbing phosphorus from the rock phosphate salts. You can see that the plants are less reddish in waters where there is very less rock phosphate or phosphorus fertilizer. You may also add some wood ash into the pond, but you have to make sure that the wood ash and the rock phosphates are added in moderate quantities, otherwise they will only burn your plants. The salts, rock phosphate salts, they can dehydrate your plants, and the wood ash, if you add them in large quantities, they will increase the basicity of the water and eventually your plants will die. Wood ashes are rich in potassium, hence they can provide your plants with potash. For nitrogenous fertilizers, you may see here that all plants need 3 macronutrients. They are nitrogen. Oh, I'm sorry, this is actually my videos are using the selfie mode of the camera. That's why all the letters comes in the reverse order. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. These are the 3 macronutrients needed by the plants. You may ask, where can we get nitrogen from? Nitrogen. As for nitrogen, you may see the Azolla plants. They are having special kind of bacteria in them. These bacteria helps fix the nitrogen from the air so that the plants can get nitrogen to make proteins as well as for other photosynthetic pigments in them plants. One more important thing is that you have to note that, dear farmers, you must never ever add all forms of any forms of nitrogenous fertilizers into your pond, because these nitrogenous fertilizers are not needed by the plants. These plants can take the nitrogen from the air through the help of that bacteria and they can fix them. But do not add urea or diammonium phosphate into your pond. Dear farmers, once again, I thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for spending your precious time. If you have any comments, you may make your comments. You may like, subscribe and share my videos. I have some more videos with me that I can share with you. As farmers, we may face circumstances that we need plenty of knowledge, that we may be able to produce crops successfully, be it knowledge on the use of pesticides, be it the knowledge on the use of biological agents on how to deal with pests, be it whatever causes or whatever problems that we may face. Together we shall all be able to overcome. If we share knowledge, we shall all be able to overcome all such difficulties that we as farmers are facing. Once again, thank you. May God bless you. Bye.